So let's go ahead and just get into our seat, get into a comfortable seat. Can everybody hear me okay? If you can't, just let me know. Um, Go ahead and close your eyes. Place your hands, place your hands in any position that feels most authentic to you, either palms down, palms up, maybe one resting in the other in the center of your, just under your navel. Concentrate on your spine, going one vertebrae at a time up from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head, stacking one on top of the other till your crown reaches to the top, up to the ceiling, and maybe even picturing it going beyond the ceiling, connecting to the universe, the other energies that are out there, whatever you believe in. And just take some nice, long, deep breaths from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown of your head. And again, maybe even beyond. And exhale fully all the way back down, one vertebrae at a time. With each breath, with each inhale, lengthen the spine, feeling it stack even higher. And with every exhale, ground down into the ground. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, pick your shoulders up to your ears, roll them back, pushing your shoulder blades together, pushing your shoulders down to the ground, moving them forward towards your chest, lifting them up to your ears, back, pushing your shoulder blades together and down. One more like that, moving up forward, doing that with your breath. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Exhale, bring them back and down together and press down. Reverse that, pushing your shoulder blades back first, then up with an inhale, forward and down with an exhale. Two more in that direction. Again, keeping your breath nice and steady. One more. Sit with your straight spine for just a moment. And in this moment, go ahead and set your intention for your practice this morning, whatever that means and whatever is good for you. Maybe set it for yourself, sharing that intention out with the world at the same time, whatever you need. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Take your right hand to your right side. Let's go ahead and lift our left arm over, stretch, reach your fingertips all the way over to the right side, really stretching from your hip all the way out to your fingertips. Give it a nice long stretch. Let's wake up the body. Again, breathe with every stretch. And inhale, come back up. Reverse sides. Plant the left hand, right arm up. Stretch, reach at those fingertips. Really reach. And come on back up. Take your left hand over to your right knee, right hand behind you. Give yourself a nice gentle twist, looking to the right. Maybe even moving your eyes towards the right, even if your head won't go any further. With your next inhale, straighten up and twist with your exhale. On your next inhale, come back forward, switch sides, holding your left knee. Again, and with every inhale, you want to straighten your back. With every exhale, you want to twist. Again, gently take your eyes and have them look back to the left side. On your next inhale, come back forward. Take your arms straight up above your head. Reach forward from your hips and come to a little tiny gentle forward fold. That gives your buttocks a nice little stretch. Make it all gentle right now while we're just warming up. Here's a good place for you to hear your ujjayi breath, that ocean breath in the back of your throat. Make them nice and long. And the next inhale, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Rolling your shoulders back and down. Gently come over onto your hands and knees to a tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and we'll do some cat-cows. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Really push your belly button up to the ceiling when you're doing the cats. Roll back out to the cow, pushing your belly down, arching your back, lifting your head. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cat. Inhale, dog. Oh, cow. All right, I'm going to get my cows and cats mixed up today. One more like that. Go ahead and wiggle your hips side to side. Maybe making a figure 8 with your hips, loosening them up, or just circles, whatever feels good to you. Just do whatever movement feels good to you. Maybe coming back to your heels with your butt in an extended child pose and then back up. Do that again. And back up. Take your right leg up into the air. Maybe flex your foot, point the toe, flex the foot, point the toe, flex the foot, point the toe. Bring that leg back down. Raise your left foot and flex and point. Flex and point. Keep your hips squared as much as you can. Bring that leg back down. Bring your right hip up to the right side and do some circles. Forward and back with that knee bent. Straighten that leg out to the side. Place the foot on the ground. Take your right hand up and then weave it through your left hand for a mini stretch. You should feel that on your inner thigh and a little bit in your shoulder. Inhale, reach back up with the right arm. Plant that right hand. Bring that straight leg behind you and up. And point and flex again. And bring it down. Left side, rotate the left hip up. Circle it to the front. And circle it to the back. Take that foot straight out and drop it to the side. Raise your left arm up. Weave it through your right arm for a nice stretch. And breathe. On your next inhale, bring that arm back up. Place it back on the ground. Bring that straight leg behind you for a couple more point and flex. Again, make sure that your hips are squared. Bring that knee down. On your next inhale, go ahead up to your first downward dog of the day. Pedal your feet out if that's what feels comfortable to you. Move your hips side to side. Keep your intention in mind of what you want to do for this practice. Come into a still downward facing dog. And let's just hold that for a moment. Go ahead and close your eyes and see how that's feeling. Where are you tight? What do you need to let go of? Remember, when we're moving through these asanas, it's not so much about a perfect position or, the body itself. These are only bringing us to a place where we can concentrate more on the breath and come into a higher place to meditate. On your next inhale, slowly walk your feet forward, bringing your toes between your hands, maybe lining your fingers and your toes together. If you can place your hands down flat, that's fine. If not, notice where they are right now, what you're feeling in this first forward fold. Again, close your eyes. And with every breath, let a little bit more go. Just take a look of where you're at this morning in this first forward fold. We're going to visit this at the end too, so we can make a nice comparison. On your next inhale, roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time, chin coming up last. Roll your shoulder blades back and down, hands next to your hips, facing forward, Tadasana. Lift your toes and spread them, and then lay one down at a time. Come to your toes and lift your heels and lay them down. Prepare yourself for our sun salutations. Inhale, rise up, lift your arms, look up the arms, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot back and knee is down. Exhale, left foot back, plank position. Here you can come down either knees, chest, or chin into a cobra or upward or a chaturanga, an upward facing dog. Exhale, hips to heels, and then up to downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee is down, look up. Exhale, left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, look up. Exhale, Tadasana. Left side, inhale, rise your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left foot back, knee is down. Inhale, right foot back, plank position. Lower chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee is down. Exhale, right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, look up, and exhale, Tadasana. We're going to do one a little bit different. Inhale, rise your arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold for 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. On your next breath, inhale, jump or step your feet forward, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up and over. Exhale, Tadasana. 2 more like that. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Think about a string pulling up at your hips. Straighten your legs. Not so important that your feet are touching, their heels are touching the ground. More important that your back is straight. Straight spine. Maybe pushing back a little bit more towards your hips. On your next inhale, jump or step your feet forward, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Tadasana. 1 more like that. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, 5 breaths. At any time, you can close your eyes to see how that feels. If you want, you can bend your knees and bring your stomach to your thighs, and then straighten your legs again. That'll help you straighten your back. Think about pushing away from your hands a little bit, bringing your tailbone up to the sky. On your next inhale, jump or step your feet forward, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, look up. Exhale, Tadasana. Close your eyes there just for a moment. Roll your shoulders back and down. Tuck your tailbone. Ground your feet. See how you're feeling. Take a nice, long, deep breath there. Inhale, chair pose. Look up at your hands. Look down, make sure you can see your toes. Hold here for a minute. Let's build a little heat. Think about your intention. Think about what you'd like to get out of today's practice. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel and down. Come up for warrior 1. Hold that warrior 1. Really concentrate on your position. Right knee at right ankle. Left foot, back of the foot is down. Arms up alongside your ears. Feel the strength of being that warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Bringing your arms out to a T. Looking at your forward fingers. Breathing here. Bending your knee a little bit further on your right side. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, bend again forward. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, bend it forward. Go a little deeper. Inhale, straighten the leg. Reach your fingertips forward, 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 and then down towards your right foot. If you need a block, you can use a block. Look up to your left hand and breathe. In this pose, you want to pretend you're between two panes of glass so your hips are not poked out, they're coming forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, rise up. Take your left hand over your right foot for a twisted triangle, bringing your right arm up and maybe looking up to your right side. Staying in the poses a little longer helps us concentrate a little bit more and strengthens the concentration and the muscles that we're using as well. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend to warrior two. Place the right hand diagonally out from the right foot and come up to half moon balance, bringing your left foot up and your right arm up. Exhale, bend the right knee and place that left foot back down, warrior two. As I fall over. Straighten your right leg, bring your toes parallel to the side of the mat. Place your hands on your back. You're going to bend forward from your hips. On the next exhale, go ahead and bend forward, keeping a straight back as much as you can. Then placing your hands down on the ground in line with your toes, letting your head drop. Walk your hands over to your left foot. Fold over to that left foot. Breathe. Walk your hands back to the center. Half lift and forward fold. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Walk your hands back to the center. Maybe before we come up, reach your hands towards the back, walking your hands through your legs. Again, dropping your head. Letting this be nice and comfortable. Don't be in pain. Feel those hamstrings. Breathe into them. Thank them for all the work they do in carrying you throughout the day. Walk your hands back forward, half lift. Place your hands on the small of your back. With a straight back, come up. Turn your left toes out towards the left side. Come into warrior two. Arms out in a T. Look over your left hand. Hold there. Left leg should be in a right angle. Back foot, make sure the back edge is planted down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, stretch those fingers forward and down for a triangle pose, Trikonasana. Again, look up at your right hand if you can. Make sure your hips are pushed forward. Belly is in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, rise up. Take your right hand over to your left foot for twisted triangle. Looking up at your left hand. Keeping your legs as straight as you can. If you need to use a block, you can hold a block or hold your shin. Exhale, release to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, warrior two. Reach out in front of, on a diagonal in front of your left foot for half moon. Lifting your right foot and your right arm. Good. Good. Excellent. Bend that left leg, bring your right foot back down to warrior two. Bring your legs, straighten your legs, twist your feet back towards the side of your mat, jump your feet together. Go ahead and shake it all out. Give yourself a whole body shake. In fact, close your eyes like no one's looking and shake your whole body, shake your head, shake your shoulders, shake your knees, shake everything. Let yourself be the total free person you are. Woo! And when you're ready, come to the front of your mat again. Let's find that chair pose again. Drop your seat a little further. Really give your hips a nice stretch. Maybe swish your hips side to side here just a little bit. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right heel and down, warrior one. Hold it there. Make sure that back foot, that outer edge is down. Right knee is in a 90-degree angle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Taking your right hand to your right leg. Left hand up and over. Exhale, bring your left elbow inside your left knee. Take your right hand up and over for extended side angle. Reaching your fingertips towards the front. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Twist your feet to the other side of your mat and switch feet to your left toes facing out. Bend your your right knee to warrior two. Inhale the peaceful warrior on this side. Really feel that by reaching your fingertips back to the back wall. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Bring your right foot back to your left to downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out. Take your left foot forward to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your legs. Parallel your feet to the other side of the mat. Take your right toes to the right side. Warrior two. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands down. Bring your right foot back to your left. Downward facing dog. Really push back with the palms of your hands, straightening your spine. Hold here for 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come forward to plank. Hold your plank. Really feel, are you in a straight line? Pushing your heels back, your head forward. If this is not comfortable for you, you can always do it with your knees down, coming into a woman's sort of plank. If you can hold the plank, hold it. Push your shoulders away from your ears. The plank pose is really good for strengthening our arms for some of the handstands, which I can't do any of, but I will someday. Push those hips back up into downward facing dog. Come back forward to plank. Push back to downward facing dog. Really push back on those hands. Keep that spine straight. Forward to plank. I promise this is the last one. And slowly lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing your forehead to the mat. Putting your toes on the mat, preparing for cobra pose. You want to keep your knees up. And slowly leading with the crown of your head, come on up into your cobra, bringing your shoulder blades together, pushing back and down with your hands, and looking up with your eyes. And hold. And breathe. One more breath here. And slowly lower, resting your cheek on your handmade pillow with your hands. Take some very nice, long, deep breaths here for a little tiny rest. Preparing for some rolling cobras, put your hands back underneath your shoulders, toes down. Inhale, rise up to cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, rise one vertebrae at a time, all the way to your small back, pulling and pushing with your hands, and exhale down. One more like that. Push up for your cobra. And exhale down. Resting your head on the opposite side. Taking the nice, long, deep breaths. With every breath, you're nourishing every part of your body, every soul, every cell. Preparing for locust pose, place your hands alongside your body, forehead to the ground. We're going to lift our arms and our legs at the same time. On your next inhale, lift. Keeping your neck in line with your shoulders, don't crunch your neck. Think about your feet being pulled up by a string together and your shoulders, bringing your shoulders together on your back. Squeeze your buttocks, make it work for you. And exhale. One more like that. Inhale, come back into your locust. Again, close your eyes, see how it feels, what's tense, what can you breathe into to let go of a little bit more, and let go. Preparing for Dhanurasana, bow pose, bend your knees, Reach back for your ankles or your feet or your shins. If you need a strap, go ahead and get a strap. And when you're ready, lift your knees and your chest at the same time into your bow pose. Pushing your pelvis down into the mat. Maybe looking up with your eyes. Pushing into your hands. And breathing. Let this be a comfortable pose for you, not something that's painful. And release. We're going to do one more. Maybe this time you want to grab the insides of your feet. Just keep your knees together. When you're ready, come back up into your bow pose. Kicking your feet into your hands. Again, this is your practice, so just do what's comfortable for you. And release. Windshield wiper your knees or your legs back and forth, loosening up your spine. Plant your feet on the ground. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, come back up into child's pose, leaving your arms stretched out way in front of you, stretching your fingertips forward, forehead on the ground. Breathe all the way down into your pelvic floor and up to the crown of your head. On your next inhale, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, chin coming up last. We're going to set up for either dolphin or headstand, so whatever you're comfortable with. If you're doing dolphin, you're going to place your elbows, your hands on your elbows, and then make a cup like this for your head, and just let your head hang over. So it's going to look like this. Don't touch your head to the mat, leave your head hanging over. This helps prepare us for your headstands. It also is an inversion that lets the blood flow to your head. So go ahead and come up into dolphin if that's what your practice is. If headstands in your practice, you can go ahead and place your head between your hands, resting there. Walk your feet up, bend your knees, and go ahead up into your headstand. I'm going to stay in dolphin. So those of you who are doing headstand, go ahead. If you want to go to the wall, you can do that too. For those who are in dolphin, just concentrate on that straight spine, head hanging over the mat. Come down whenever you need to. You can rest in your knees, go back into child pose. 3 more long breaths here. On your next exhale, slowly come down. Coming back into child's pose. Headstanders, leaving your head on the mat. Also come back into child's pose. Let your arms rest next to your body. Really let them just relax. Maybe rolling over your head, the crown of your head, stretching out your neck a little bit. Coming back into child's pose and slowly rise up. Let's bring our hips to the floor and come onto our backs for some bridge poses. Bringing your heels to your hips. Roll on back. Maybe reaching your fingertips to the heels of your feet. And when you're ready, lift your pelvis on your next inhale, bringing your shoulder blades underneath you and together, grasping your hands underneath you and pushing up from your shoulders and your hips. Taking 5 long, deep breaths here. On your next exhale, let your arms go and slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Resting just for a moment, preparing for your next one. The bridge and the wheels are great for opening your heart, letting all the yucky stuff go and bringing in all the good stuff. So let's do that with that intention. Rise your hips up. Really push them up to the sky. Grasp your hands underneath you, bringing your shoulder blades together. Bring your knees a little bit slightly together, just in tension so they're not flailing out. Making sure that you're tucking your tailbone up and under. You're always welcome to close your eyes and see how the poses are feeling. Giving you more of an internal look. Concentrating on the breath. And exhale down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Really pushing that last vertebrae into the ground and then releasing it. On this next one, you can, if those who want to do a wheel can do a wheel, and those who want to do another bridge, just do another bridge. If you're doing a wheel, go ahead and bring your hands up next to your ears. If you want to challenge yourself, you might want to just bring the crown of your head to the ground. If you're in full wheel, go ahead and straighten your legs and your arms. Bridge, please just come up into your bridge. Take 5 long, deep breaths here. And slowly roll down, tucking your chin, bringing 1 vertebrae at a time. Again, when you get to that last vertebrae, push your belly button down, spine into the floor. Bring your knees to your chest. Give them a nice hug. Thank your body for doing all that it's doing. On your next inhale, round your forehead up to your knees. Exhale, bring your head back down to the floor. Take your knees over to your right side, left side, and look to your right. Maybe straightening your legs and reaching for your toes with your left hand. Making sure that your shoulders are staying on the ground. Inhale, bring your knees back together up to the sky. And over to the right side and looking over to the left. Maybe straighten your legs here and reaching your toes with your right hand. Shoulder blades down on the ground. Inhale, bring your knees up. Plant your feet. And come up to your knees. We're going to do a boat pose. So come onto your sits bones, maybe move the meat out from under your hips and straighten your legs up into a boat pose. Good. Concentrate on straightening your back more so than your legs. And slowly release, bringing your feet back down to the ground. Do that one more time. Come back on up to a boat pose. Good. And come back down. Go ahead and straighten your legs out in front of you. Again, removing this flesh underneath your seat. We're going to come into a forward fold. So bring your arms up high and bend from your hips, concentrating on your belly, reaching your thighs. And once you concentrate on your belly, reaching your thighs, then think about the crown of your head going towards your feet. Once you're in a position where you're at your maximum, then just release into the posture and let everything go. Really release. Don't pull. Don't feel like you have to work it. Let the breath do the work. Inhale. And with every exhale, go ahead and let your body sink and relax even more. Inhale, sink and release. Inhale, exhale, sink and release. Inhale, exhale, sink and release. Inhale, and exhale. Stay here for 5 more breaths on your own. On your next inhale, slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, chin coming up last, reaching the crown of your head up to the sky, really feeling that straight line from the base of your spine up to the top of your head. Open your legs to a wide angle. Take your right forearm inside your right leg, left arm up and over. Really make this like a gentle twist, looking up through your left armpit. Really reaching with your left fingertips towards that wall. Feeling that stretch all the way from the spine up through that leg. Through that arm. And inhale, come on up. Switch to the other side, plant your left forearm inside your left leg and take your right arm up and over. Again, looking up through your right armpit. Keep that nice long breath. Inhale, come back up. We're going to fold forward from here again from your hips. So you want to have a nice long spine. Stretch your arms right over your head and come hinge forward from your hips as far as you can. Stretching forward with your fingertips. Once you're as far as you can go, then let your head fall down. This should be a nice stretch in your inner thighs. Keeping your feet flexed, you want to keep your feet and legs active. But you want to be nice and relaxed in the fold. Always letting the breath do the releasing. Inhale, come on up. Take your hands behind your knees, bringing them forward. Take your right knee over your left and preparing for our seated twist. Take your right hand behind you. Take your left arm up and over, twisting over to your right. Again, inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Again, looking with your eyes all the way to the back of the room. Maybe placing your left hand on your left knee and twist a little deeper. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, twist. On your next inhale, come back forward, switching sides. Taking your left leg over your right. Left hand behind you. Right arm up and over. Again, lengthening with every inhale, twisting with every exhale. Again, looking towards the back of the room with your eyeballs. We don't think about stretching our eyes, our eye muscles, but this is helpful for our eye muscles too. Inhale, come back forward. Go ahead and stretch your legs out again in front of you and slowly roll back onto your backs. We're either going to come into legs up the wall or your shoulder stand, whatever you're comfortable with. So legs up the wall can be at a wall or it can be in the center of the room, just at a right angle, keeping your legs just up. This is a good resting position. It's also an inversion. Helps bring the blood flow back down. If you're going into shoulder stand, go ahead and lift on up into your shoulder stand. You can make minor adjustments by bending your knees, bringing your elbows in towards one another, and then bringing your legs back straight up. And we're going to hold here for 10 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, you might want to close your eyes and see how it feels. This should not be painful, it should be easy. Three more breaths here. Preparing for plow, go ahead and flex your feet. And if you can, bring them over your head and plant them on the floor behind you. If you're comfortable in the plow, go ahead and clasp your hands behind you. Bringing your hips high to the sky, legs straight. Legs up the wall, just go ahead and stay there. You may want to bend your knees here, put them next to your ears for a deeper stretch. And then straighten your legs. Plant your hands behind you and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Very slowly, bringing your legs back down to the mat, maybe leaving them just 1 inch above the mat before you drop them down. Hold here and then let it go. Place your hands underneath your hips, facing down. Shoulders under your chest. Bend your elbows, bringing the crown of your head up behind you into fish pose. Slightly flexing your feet, not that difficult. All the energy right now should be in your elbows. Inhale, bring your chin back to your chest and slowly roll out of your fish. Bring your knees to your chest. Give them a nice squeeze. Circle clockwise. Circle counterclockwise. Bring your forehead to your knees. Give yourself one last yummy squeeze. Squeeze tight, 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 tight. And then come into Shavasana, letting your legs go, your arms go. Taking up space. Thinking about that intention that you came to your mat with. Follow my voice as we travel through your body. I flex my toes and I release my toes. I flex my feet, I release my feet. I let go of all the tension in my shins and my knees and my thighs and my pelvis. I release all the tension in my abdomen, my ribs, my chest, my shoulders, my neck, my face. I release all the tension in every cell of my body. I'm grateful for being on my mat, for showing up today. I'm grateful for my body, for all that it does for me on a daily basis without me even thinking about it. My heart is full of gratitude for all the things I know and have learned from, and all the things that I'm going to greet in my day and learn and experience from. I am totally relaxed and I am fully grateful. Gently deepen your breath. Slowly wiggle your toes and your fingers, your wrists and your ankles. Take your arms overhead. Bring your legs together for a nice, long, deep stretch. Stretch the right side, stretch the left side. Stretch, stretch, stretch. When you're ready, roll over onto your left or right side, whichever feels best to you. And gently, with your eyes closed, come on up to a seated position. Place your hands in palm position over your heart. Really press your hands together so you can feel that connection. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. And on your next one, we're going to Om on the exhale. So inhale and exhale. Om. The highest me bows to the highest in you. Thank you so much for sharing your morning with me. Namaste.